Children, we are learning about French Revolution. We have already learnt about 4 parts. In that 4 parts, we have learnt about why the revolution occurred in France, what made them to start the revolution, and what changes occurred, and how women played an important role in French Revolution, and how the slavery was abolished, and how the Directory came to the power. Today we are going to learn about the legacy of the French Revolution. From page number 22 to 24. What is meant by legacy? Legacy means result occurred after French Revolution, or it can also be termed as changes occurred after French Revolution, or effect of the French Revolution, or impact of the French Revolution. So the question can be asked in any pattern. So what is the legacy of the French Revolution? Why revolution occurred? To bring a fundamental change. Isn't it, children? When the system becomes unbearable, revolutions do occur in the world. One such revolution is the French Revolution, to bring some fundamental changes in the existing system during that era. So, what are the important fundamental changes? The first fundamental change is ideas of liberty and democratic rights. So, before 1789, they do not know about the meaning of liberty also. They were not given freedom of speech and freedom of expression. So one of the important fundamental change where the French people acquired after the revolution is liberty. Idea of liberty. They were not allowed to speak. They were not allowed to express their ideas. They were punished to death. But after the revolution, the idea of liberty and democratic rights have been declared. And the second one is a Declaration of Rights. So, in the textbook, you can observe what are the rights which have been declared. So, men are born free. They are given some natural rights which are also called as inalienable rights, as I told you before. The right to life, the right to speak, equality before the law. These are the rights which are not given by the government or taken away by the government. They are the natural rights. By birth, we can acquire the rights. So, some rights have been declared. And the third one is equality before law and fraternity. Before, as there is a division in the society, there is no equality among all the people. Society has been divided, and all people are not equal before the law. Some people are punished in a different manner, and the other people are punished to death. So now law is equal to everyone. All are equal before the law. That has been acquired after the French Revolution, which is the third fundamental change. And the fourth fundamental change is freedom of press. Press is given freedom. You all know we are living in our country. In a democracy, press is given full freedom. You all know. See, you are able to know about the government, and the press is given so much freedom. They will even design the government in cartoons. Such freedom is given in a democratic country. But during that monarchy rule, there is no freedom to the press. They have to get permission from the king to write about the king. King will never allow to give some opposing views of the king. So press is not given freedom before revolution. But after the revolution, press is given freedom. So this has spread to entire Europe and other countries in the world, including India where you are living. And next, abolition of censorship. To get the permission to the press to write about the king or the monarchy, there used to be a board called censorship. Censorship is a board where all the nobles will be there, a body, a political body, where they will give permission to the write about the king. So never they will give permission to write anything which is against the king. So now completely that has been abolished. So now there is no censorship. Press is given full freedom. And next, the next one is about feudal system has been abolished. So what is feudal system? We have learnt the society has been divided into first estate, second estate and third estate. That system has been abolished. Now all are equal. All are equal before the law, and anyone who is having the merit can come to the power. Now the privilege is not by birth, it is through merit, because they have abolished the feudal system. There is no division in the society. And the next one is all the colonized people, there are many countries who are still under the British control. So at that time 1789 we are still under the British control up to 1947. So all the colonized people, especially in Asia and Africa, many countries are still under the control of the British. They were all inspired of the French Revolution. What fundamental changes they got, they are all inspired to create a sovereign nation state. So what is meant by sovereign? Sovereign means to take independent decisions without depending upon the external force. Our country, India, is a sovereign state according to the preamble to the constitution. So they were inspired to create a sovereign national state, because at that time India is not a sovereign. India became a sovereign state when children? 1947, when it has achieved independence. We are under still external force up to 1947. After constitution came into force in 1950, then onwards the sovereign state features all have been implemented. So many countries in Asia and Africa, all the colonized people, they were inspired of the sovereign nation state. So these are all the fundamental changes. Not only these, many changes have been occurred because of French Revolution. That is only the impact or legacy or effect or change or result of the French Revolution. So this legacy is not just written in a book, or not just by hearing, or not just through speeches. It should be put into everyday life. It should be put into everyday life, not only by the government, not only by a state, in a community, in a family. All these fundamental changes should be brought, then only we have acquired all the changes, then it will be a truly democratic country. So now we learn about the next part is about the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte. So we have learned before the political instability of the Directory paved the way for the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte. He crowned himself as an emperor of France in the year 1804. This Napoleon Bonaparte is considered as a liberator by the French people because he has provided freedom to the people. He is considered to be a moderator because he has introduced many modern laws, especially regarding the uniform system of weights provided with decimal system. And not only that, so many laws has been introduced by the Napoleon Bonaparte which has given freedom to the people. But finally he was defeated in the year 1815 in a place called Waterloo, which is a village in Belgium in Europe. So there he was defeated. And what all changes, modern measures he adopted in France, it is still the people are able to remember even after several years he has left. Because 1815 he was defeated at Waterloo, and in 1821 he died. So even after Napoleon left, after several years, the French people could remember about the freedom and the modern measures he brought. So he was considered as a modernizer of Europe and liberator of Europe because of the freedom which he has provided to the people.